And we're getting in some live pictures in Leh, where the Prime Minister spent a large part of the first half of the day, not just meeting forces, reviewing preparedness. The Prime Minister also paid tributes at the Hall of Fame in Leh. The Prime Minister also thereby met some of our injured brave hearts at the civil hospital in Leh Ladakh, and he also met the 14 Corps. He addressed our troops there, a joint sitting of the troops who were present. He sent a message. Over 150 armed forces personnel were present there. The Prime Minister, as we speak, these pictures are being broadcast on news agencies and also Doordarshan. These visuals are from the Hall of Fame in Leh, where the Prime Minister is paying tribute to Jawans. In the speech, in the 30-minute speech, where the Prime Minister praised our forces, also went on to slam China without naming China. A very powerful speech where he spoke about expansionist tendencies of India's neighbors and said, the days of expansionism are over. It was an unprecedented visit. Nobody saw it coming. This morning it was a surprise. At about 10 a.m. when we got the first hint that the Prime Minister had landed in Leh Ladakh to visit the front lines at the forward base. Here was his message that was broadcast around 2 p.m. today. The Prime Minister's message to our forces and their valor.
विस्तारवाद का युग समाप्त हो चुका है। ये युग विकासवाद का है। तेजी से बदलते हुए समय में विकासवाद ही प्रासंगिक है। विकासवाद के लिए ही अवसर है और विकासवाद ही भविष्य का आधार भी है। बीती शताब्दियों में विस्तारवाद ने ही मानवता का सबसे ज्यादा हित किया, मानवता को विनाश करने का प्रयास किया। विस्तारवाद की जीत जब किसी पर सवार हुई है, उसने हमेशा विश्व शांति के सामने खतरा पैदा किया है। और साथियों, ये न भूले, इतिहास गवाह है कि ऐसी ताकतें मिट गई हैं या मुड़ने के लिए मजबूर हो गई है। विश्व का हमेशा यही अनुभव रहा है और इसी अनुभव के आधार पर अब इस बार फिर से पूरे विश्व ने विस्तारवाद के खिलाफ मन बना लिया है। आज विश्व विकासवाद को समर्पित है और विकास की खुली स्पर्धा का स्वागत कर रहा है।
Ambassador G. Parthasarathy, former High Commissioner to Pakistan, one of India's most respected diplomats, and also Wing Commander Praful Bakshi, the defense expert, joining us on the biggest story tonight. Ambassador Parthasarathy, to you first. To many people who complain about India's equations with China in the last few years, and the fact that we embraced China at one point. And I think those people, and especially the message that the Prime Minister sent out, or some of the biggest takeaways that we felt from this morning's surprise visit to Leh, was how we also know how to give it back when it's needed to send a strong message to the adversary. Ambassador Parthasarathy, how do you view the developments from this morning? And according to you, what would be the big takeaways of the Prime Minister's speech? Without naming China, he spoke of expansionism. Ambassador Parthasarathy.
The PM had three audiences. Firstly, the armed forces. Secondly, the people of India. And thirdly, people in China and abroad. I think the most important message he sent to China when he came out against expansionism, which he meant territorial expansionism. Now, this is something which is highly sensitive across Asia, because the Chinese are claiming not just the territory in India, but also across Japan, Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Taiwan, you name it. They are claiming other people's territories and holding on to it, despite the world court saying it's illegal. So I think that was a very clear three audiences he was addressing. There was just this, the main message was this, that expansionism is not going to get you anywhere. That says everything, and I don't think the Prime Minister, being the Prime Minister, could have said more. But look, let's face it, China is now under huge pressure from the countries I spoke to you about, everybody. ASEAN itself has recently passed a resolution against China on the South China Sea, saying its claims are illegal and asking him to go back to the World Court. So I think this is to put diplomatic pressure. More importantly, in the United States, both Trump and Biden have come out against China. And the same is true in Europe. The Chinese now are getting crazy. They're making even territorial claims against Vladivostok, which has been a port of Russia since 1860. So I think we are really now turning the heat on internationally. What we should do militarily will be highly speculative just now. I would rather go into it. But certainly the heat is on. And the Chinese really, for us, we should realize the main interest is in keeping our lines of communication open, which their presence both in too close to the road in Galwan and in the lake, Pangong Lake, is something of a concern to us. So yes, the objectives have been set. It's been used in very diplomatic. It will be read, and China reacted almost immediately through its spokesman with a rather inane reaction, which was meaningless. And therefore, let them think it through, because they know one thing, that Mr. Modi is, shall I say, given to giving surprises. So what his game plans are or will be are known to him. And we should just play it cool. Let's not get into rhetorical slanging matches like others do. And the message has gone. And I think fairly clearly, the message went much better when they lost 43 soldiers after brutally and through cheating, killing 20 of ours. So yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. And 43 is not my figure. It's all across magazines in the United States.
Yeah. Yeah. Ambassador, let me get a word in from Wing Commander Praful Bakshi as well. Wing Commander, one mention that the Prime Minister made was about how, the significance of where he was. He spoke of how from Siachen to Kargil to Galwan. He spoke of the fire and fury and the final mention of what Ambassador Parthasarathy said about the 43 figure, which we have learned from intelligence sources, the message that our troops have sent out. And I think it was such a big morale booster, the kind of responses that we've been getting through the day. What do you make of it, Wing Commander Bakshi? Okay, I think we lost the line with Wing Commander Praful Bakshi there. Okay, if he's back with us, let me go across to him. Wing Commander, I hope you can hear me now. I'll keep the question short. What was your takeaway from the Prime Minister? Yeah, I can hear you, sir. I can hear you, sir. Good evening. What was your takeaway from the Prime Minister's address in Leh this afternoon?
Yeah, you see, the Prime Minister's address is absolutely clear. In fact, right from when he visited there, and the visit was itself a message which was conveyed by the address. Where his visit was and his address is aimed, of course, at people of India, that we have to be united. We are all there with our forces. We know the objectives of our nation. The nation is one. The sovereignty will be respected. And then the message was there to the world leaders that this is they got to know what the Prime Minister should be, and everybody was full of praise. Not only this, the French, they offered to put in their army along with us, as it was done with the Napoleon's time for Tipu Sultan. The French was now ready to come and bring their forces. The Americans have removed the forces from Germany and all for us. So there's a total support for Prime Minister, and his speech conveyed the same thing, that it is expansionism will be not tolerated. It is an era of progress, and that's what we'll do. And finally, China got the message that, listen, your days of visiting and tourism is over. You have to now face the fact, hard fact, and we are here to teach you the fact is what the facts are. The Indian Army is ready, Indian Air Force is ready, and Indian Navy is sailing. What they will do, we'll spell it out later on. But the message has got absolutely clear, and the presence of a Prime Minister in this situation, it just reminds you of Second World War, when the world leaders used to visit their troops. But this has created more effect on more people in such a short time.
Yeah. Ambassador Parthasarathy and Wing Commander Praful Bakshi, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us on the biggest story tonight, this evening, and placing your views on the Prime Minister's unprecedented visit. It's been a long day for the Prime Minister, and as we speak, we are being told that there are more meetings also being lined up, 3 or 4 more meetings. Just one forward that we received of just a day in the life of Prime Minister Modi, taking off to Leh without acclimatization, spending his day with the troops at the front line, getting a first-hand review of the preparedness, speaking to the commanders who've been directly in contact with the Chinese PLA. What a day it's been. We'll play out some excerpts of his message now.